What's up, Minifigs? Welcome back to Hunter's Lego Room. Today we're looking at a Star Wars set that released all the way back in 2012. This is set number 9499, the Gungan Sub. It has 465 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retailed for $70 back in the day. If you want to find this set nowadays, though, it's going to go for a little over $400 sealed, and used you're going to be looking at about $200, maybe a little over. We'll go ahead and look at our minifigures, our first being Qui-Gon Jinn. He's got the standard hairpiece they've used for him for a while. Very standard Jedi printing on the robes. No leg printing for this minifigure, and a green lightsaber as the accessory. He's just got one of the original capes that's a bit more of the harder fabric, so it's not as easy to manipulate. He's got the very nice hairpiece, and you can't really see the back printing from here. So we'll go ahead and remove the head and the cape to look at the figure. Just some very normal printing, some little like holders on the belt. I can't think of the word right now, but just some little storage. And he's just got some robes. Now, the exclusivity of this figure comes from the alternate face printing, which is one of those little breathing devices that the Jedi can use to go underwater, which filters air out of the water so they're able to kind of breathe underwater, which is cool. It's nice that they have this exclusive aspect to the set. Both Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan have this exclusive alternate printing. Speaking of Obi-Wan here, he has got his kind of normal design that they've used for the Padawan version of Obi-Wan, with the kind of more orange hair. He's got a Padawan braid going down his torso printing, just tan legs, and he's got a blue lightsaber as his accessory along with the cape. Looking at the back of the figure, he's also just got very normal printing, just the little pouches and the robes. We'll go ahead and look at that alternate face of his, which is, again, just the little breathing device to help him get down to the Gungan city at the start of the movie so that they can do their stuff down there. I don't know. My brain's blanking as I'm recording this. We'll go ahead and look at our third minifigure, which is Jar Jar Binks. He's got a fantastic large head mold that they've used for the Gungans for a bit. Just some kind of printing to represent his outfit and some more tan-looking arm pieces. No leg printing at all for this minifigure. And we'll go ahead and look at the back real quick. Again, very plain figure, but the head mold does quite a lot to make the figure look a lot better. Our fourth minifigure of the set is Queen Amidala. This minifigure is exclusive, and it's also the reason this set is as expensive as it is nowadays. This is exclusive. She's got a fantastic large hair piece as well as the nice big skirt piece to represent her dress. She's just got some very nice colored printing going all throughout the figure. The head piece is like just so many levels of printing and molding on it. It looks fantastic. I'm really happy I was able to get this figure when I bought this set a few years ago. The underside of the figure is just kind of a brick with some space around it, so that way you can get her onto some surfaces. And looking at the back of the figure here, there is no alternate face printing, but just kind of like a printing to represent a hood of some kind for the minifigure. We'll go ahead and go into our main build of the set, which is the Gungan Sub from the Phantom Menace. Starting off, I'll just say the shaping on this is very nice. They got the angles pretty well on there. There's some small gaps on the front, but there wasn't really any good pieces I'd say they could use to fill that up. But looking at it, we'll just do a spin around. You've got some very nice shaping again, just a mixture of blue and gray to represent the thing. In the front, you have your cockpit for your 3 minifigures, which just opens up like that. And you have some stickers on the sides and on the front to represent like control panels and lights for your minifigures, which we can go ahead and then go around, look back at it. There's it on the other side. And you can fit all 3 of your minifigures in the set. We'll set it down. And the original Gungan Sub, you could only fit 1 character in each of your 3 cockpits, but it wasn't accurate, so I'm really glad that for this version, they were able to fit all 3 in this space. And while I'm thinking about it, I really think we should get a new one of these. We haven't had one in over 10 years now, and with how expensive this one is, This year would have been perfect for it with the re-release of the Phantom Menace. But alas, moving on, we have we have our first storage area over here, which has a small clip for accessories, and you can also just fit your lightsabers. I put the Jedi's lightsabers and their capes in here because you cannot really fit those in the actual cockpit. It's a bit of a tight fit in there, so I just kind of put those off to the side. Over here, we have what I believe to be a mine of some kind, like an underwater mine, but it's also just another storage area with another clip and plenty of room for accessories of any kind if you wanted that. Looking at the back here, you have some very nice large stickers, and you have your kind of thrust or engine, which rotates like that. I love the orange piece. I think it looks very nice. I think they did a great job with this back area. And this whole rear actually functions as an escape pod. The whole thing removes, it just slides into the rails right there on the side, and you have room for one minifigure right in there. You have another sticker on the front for a control panel, which you'll notice is slightly off angle. That's because I got this set used, so some of the stickers were already applied. So I wasn't able to fix that. But yeah, it's just a nice little escape pod, which I don't know for sure if that's supposed to be an aspect of the Gungan sub, but I think it was a really good call for them to add that in. I think that's a fun little detail. Okay, so I actually forgot about this when I recorded my first part of the video and all the play features. On both sides here in the back, you have what is a little storage bin on each side, which just has these two little clear light blue cylinders. And I'm not entirely sure what they're meant to represent. My best guess would be those like blue giant orbs they use in the final battle against the droids. I don't feel like they were called Boombas or something. Could not tell you off the top of my head. That's what my best guess is to be what they're representing, but I don't remember being able to find anything for that. Okay, so to wrap up, this set was released back in the day for $70. You get 465 pieces, 3 exclusive minifigures with your Qui-Gon, your Obi-Wan, and your Queen Amidala. And Jar Jar is used in a few other sets, but we also haven't gotten a new Jar Jar in a few years. I really think that this set is pretty great. I think it is definitely a bit expensive. You do get some very nice shaping, and you get that little escape pod in the back as an extra play feature there. Now, I believe people were even saying back in the day that this set was a bit overpriced, and honestly, I'd have to agree. $70 does feel like a bit much for this, and nowadays it is definitely way too much. I do not recommend picking this set up unless you're an avid Gungan sub fan or Queen Amidala is like your favorite Star Wars minifigure. But even then, you might want to just pick this figure up herself because it is definitely too much to be buying nowadays. $400 for this set, even $200 is way too much. I'm a fan of the set, and I'm happy I got it and I was able to review it today, but I definitely think it's not worth the price it is. I definitely would love to see a new Gungan sub, maybe a new Queen Amidala. With this year being the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace, it would have been nice if we got one this year, but maybe they'll do another one down the line. What did you guys think of the set? Are you a fan? What do you guys like the most about it? Please go ahead and comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Let me know any other sets you guys would like to see me review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the video if you'd like. And thank you once again for joining me in Hunter's Lego Room.